In my last week in office as president of City Council, I behaved inappropriately with a city employee who came into my office to wish me well on my transition to mayor. In the emotion of the moment, I turned a goodbye hug into a too-personal encounter. I have known this employee for over 14 years. We have always had a very professional relationship, and I clearly violated a professional and personal boundary. I've spent 37 years in law enforcement and spent many, many years working for victim assistance. I regret violating the very same principles I've spent my entire career upholding. I offered my unconditional apology to this employee. I apologize to my wonderful wife of 25 years. I apologize to my cabinet members. I apologize to the Moneypenny family. And now I offer my apology to the citizens of Akron who trust me to serve as their interim mayor. I take full responsibility for my actions. I know this incident calls into question my character and trustworthiness. For this reason, I've decided I will not be a candidate for mayor, and I will not appear on the ballot in September nor November. I will do my best to serve as mayor for the interim and will pledge my support to the new administration when the new mayor is elected. I'll take a few questions.
Mayor, if the situation is serious enough for you to not seek re-election, is it appropriate for you to continue serving in office?
I've been elected to this position by my peers on council and put into this position as our charter. I believe I'm still at this point the best to move forward with this city on this interim basis.
Well, why can't you go forward with the election though? You know, what's the difference between staying on now and moving forward?
I've made a mistake here. That there are people who got out of this election race so I could run, and this gives them time. There's plenty of time for them to go out and get their signatures at this point. I've made a mistake, and I take full ownership for that mistake, Phil.
Mayor, has there been any, the only word I can use is threats of any kind to use this against you if you were to run?
Absolutely not. But politics is politics. It was not a secret. It wasn't going to stay a secret. It was going to surface, and I'm taking ownership. I mean, it's my fault.
You've been in law enforcement. Were your actions, did they cross the line into criminal conduct?
No, I do not believe so.
Why not? What occurred?
Because, like you said, I spent some time in law enforcement, and I know. I'm not going to go into details. I'm not going to name the female at this time. She's a city employee. But the bottom line is, I'm the mayor, and the buck stops with me.
Did she accept your apology?
Well, she was offended, as she rightfully should be.
Gary, can you tell us what day this happened or where it happened specifically?
Yes, this was in my last week in council, so sometime the week of the 22nd, 24th, week of the 24th.
And where did it happen?
And as I said, in my council office.
Why did it take so long to reach this decision?
Well, I realize it's a mistake. She's offended. Others did become aware of it, and rather than just let it fester and deny or run from the situation, I was always raised that when you make a mistake, you take ownership, and I'm taking ownership.
Why did it take so long to take ownership?
Well, I don't think I realized the severity of her being offended. She's somebody, and that's what makes this even harder, is she's somebody that I have the highest regard and highest opinions of, and I clearly crossed a line.
Has she filed a formal grievance? Any process, any report, anything?
Absolutely not. I mean, not to my knowledge, but I mean, all indications are no.
So who did she file a complaint to? I mean, she has to be a complainant.
It's not my understanding at this point that she's filed a complaint.
But who did she go to report what happened?
Well, city HR. Sure.
Pardon?
The HR in the city.
What will you do next? I mean, you go take your council seat back, run for that, or?
No, my council seat. Well, I don't believe it's public for any public
Are you
We're now done with the
done
press
with all
conference.
this?
Was this
He's
one
done
single
taking
incident?
questions.
One single incident?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Everything is in his press